Welcome to my world. I wanted to show you guys and take you on a little walk with me. This is what I call my home away from home. This is where I enjoy spending all my free time. This is where nature calls me over and over. It's just a walk. Nothing's going on here. Quiet weekend. Decided to take a walk. It's just me and the dogs. Everybody else is back at camp. You hear the noise in the background? That's them putting the roof on the cabin. Just felt like a stroll. You see, there's nothing special about my woods. It's just my woods. Lots of paths, lots of trails. I'm right on my property line, so this side actually is not mine. But as you can see, the owner did clear cut at one point, but left the older trees. And now those trees are standing quite alone, but with a lot of new growth in the shrubbery here. There's lots of blackberries in this area. I'm actually heading back to our first campsite. When we first started camping on this property, it was right in this area. If I can find it here. We used to park right off the road up here. Yep, there's one of my limbs that are down, treetop. This spot right here is where we used to put a little 3-person tent, and then we parked right out there at the road. And since then we've moved a lot deeper into the property. So deep into the property, most of the time people don't even know we're here. Alright puppies, this way. There are no walked trails at this point up here because we've left them grow back in. So I'm going to be weaving my way through the brush. We believe at some point this was timbered. And what we see now is what's left of a replanted timber area. Looks like 2 tops there. Yep, I see one missing from the top of this tree. So yep, they're falling. Nothing special, nothing unusual. Just a walk in the woods. I haven't done any clearing at all in this area, but it's still open enough that I can move through it. Now when you go to the back corner of the property, this is no longer the case. Code, this way. The dogs are having fun. Again, it's just a walk in the woods. Bathing Peaks, I won't know it because I'm not looking. I'm just enjoying relaxing. With my son up here, Curtis, they really don't need my help. So this is the time I grab to myself and go exploring. You never know what you'll find in the woods. So this is part of what I do. It's not too far from here that I did video what we believe to be several of our group up here watching us. Again, I'm not on any trail, just walking through the fern and enjoying the day. I would love to be able to do this on the entire 15 acres, but the rest of the 15 acres looks kind of like what was right in front of me now. anywhere from 5 to 8 foot tall wax myrtles, so heavily grown and thick that you can't walk through them. And it actually gets thicker as we go back further on the property. One of my favorite areas here, there's a big blackberry group of blackberry brambles in through this area, really thick. We don't harvest them, well, at least we haven't yet, because we have really no need to, and we miss the season because the time the blackberries are in is the same time the yellow flies are in. And at this point we don't have a way of protecting us or the dogs from the yellow flies. Have no clue how to. And we just don't come up to the woods when they're out real bad. Once the cabin's done and screened in, then we'll be able to come up and just go outside as needed for potty breaks for the dogs and stuff. We're getting closer to camp. You see, I'm in no hurry. The ground is very uneven. There is no such thing as even ground in here. Again, just a walk in the woods. This set of woods on this side of the driveway, I'm in the driveway now, is totally unexplored. We just haven't had the time or the resources, to be honest with you, to bushwhack it, because the whole trail would have to be cut. There's absolutely no way in there. And we've spent most of our time in the last couple years clearing a driveway, making a camp, opening up enough area to build a cabin, and now we're building the cabin. So at some point, it'd be nice to do some exploring back in here. The dogs seem to take an interest right around this area. Looks like a few trails, animal trails, that they sniff around. Probably deer, because we do have quite a few deer that travel through the camp. I'm parked up here because of this. The driveway's totally torn up from a tow truck we had to have in here the last time. This is the other side, but this is my little slice of heaven. This is the wax myrtles. As you can see, they're very tall, at least 8 foot here. And at some point, we will slowly be clearing some of them out, only because of the potential of a fire. If something in here catches fire, it's not going to be pretty. There's just too much brush that could go up in flames. And the wax myrtles are very, I'm not even sure how to describe it, but when you throw wax myrtle in a fire, the fire takes off. So it's definitely got something in it that encourages fire. There's a nice little tramp down area in there. Looks like something could have been sitting in there, which we have many of those. In the areas that I explore, there's many of them. And that's it. This is the end of the driveway. Up here where it's actually lime rocked, so the cars have no problem coming in here. Big heavy trucks can come in here, but the rest of it is not. Puppies, come. The ferns are just now uncurling themselves from little fiddleheads to full leafed out ferns. And they're absolutely beautiful. First to come out in the spring here, first to die off in the fall. My whole driveway used to look like this, but from the last couple years of driving on it, now it just looks like that. So, kind of sad, but It's to be expected when it's driven on regularly. I'm looking for any deer tracks. I did find my first track for a raccoon since we're up here, which was interesting because we haven't heard them, we haven't seen them. So seeing a track confirms that we have them, but probably just not a big population since the food sources just aren't here. We don't leave any food scraps lay around. We have a compost pile, but it's basically for banana peels and citrus peels, because we eat a lot of that stuff. And we don't put any meat scraps or anything out, so it doesn't draw in animals like raccoons. My son's Jeep. Thank goodness for that. And unfortunately, because of the last experience here, all that wood was still in the driveway when he came in, so he could not drive through here without worrying about a nail. See if I can find that print of the raccoon. Be good to get it on record. I'm not seeing it now. I can walk this now. This is what I pulled out of the driveway today. And this is what it looks like right now. It's drying out. Allie and I have been working on getting it opened up. I can walk it, but it's squishy. Thank goodness for good boots. We did open this ditch, and it has helped tremendously drain some of this off. We probably could drain it some more if we had energy, but we don't. And we're back at camp, where all the noise is. This is the area that we've put in all the work, and we've cleared a lot. Not as clear as I'd like it. I still have some areas I want to open up. I want to pretty much leave these trees, but I might prune the bottoms out. Keep the shade, but keep the visibility going for a little bit further. But we also have a lot of activity in this area, so I don't want to mess that up. It's hard to choose and pick where you clear and what you don't clear. So the last thing you would do is chase away the natural inhabitants of the area. Part of my goal is to be able to sit out here and enjoy seeing the deer wander through. And this is the rest of camp. You can see how clear it is. You can see this area here. It's just too cute. Full of ferns. Now this will be left go because there are no scrub trees growing up through here anymore. So the ferns will be left go this year. As long as the chiggers don't get too bad. Because I can't do chiggers. I'm really allergic to them. This area in the back here, I still like to get some clearing done. Just to get some more space around the cabin. To look deeper into the woods, which we can't see in it all. And there's Curdy doing a call. I think we'll convince him to be a Bigfooter one day too. Alright, that's it for now. And they're on the last section of the cabin, as you can see. One more set of framing and wood and we're done. Till the next project starts, which is the tar paper and the final roofing. That's it for now.